Namaste. Today I'm going to read Book 11, Chapter 8, on Bhuta Suddhi, the Maha Devi Bhagavatam. Om Vakratu Namaha Kaya Surya Kotis. Nida Vignam Sarvakaya Sarva Ekadantaya Vidbhava. Hari Om Tat Sat. Narayana said, O great Muni, now I shall tell you the rules of Bhuta Suddhi, i.e., the purification of the elements of the body by respiratory attraction and replacement, etc. Firstly, think of the highest deity, Kundalini, the serpent fire, as rising up in the hollow canal, Sushumna, in the spinal cord from the Muladhara, the sacral plexus, to the Brahmarandra, the aperture supposed to be at the crown of the head. Next, the devotee is to meditate on the mantra Hamsa and consider his Jivatma, the embodied soul, united with Parabrahma. Then think from leg to the knees in the form of a square yantra diagram as furnished with Vajra, thunderbolt represented by 63 lines at the four corners. Consider the square as the earth of a golden color and represented by the letter Lam, representing the seed mantra of earth. Next, from the knee to the navel, consider the semi-moon, and at its two ends, consider that the two lotuses are situated. Consider this as the circle of water of white color, represented by the letter Vam, the seed mantra of water. Then again, from the navel to the heart, consider it as of a triangular form and the sattvic mark at its three angles, and think it as of fire and represented by the letter Ram, its root mantra of red color. Next, from the heart to the center of the eyebrows, consider as marked with 6 dots with the seed mantra Yam, of a smoke-colored color, dark red, and of a circular appearance, and consider it as air. Then again, from the center of the eyebrows to the crown of the head, consider as Akasha Mandalam, a region of either beautiful and clear and with Ham as its Vija letter. Thus thinking, consider firstly the earthly principle originated from watery principle dissolved in water. Then think water as dissolved in fire, its cause, fire dissolved in air, its cause, and air dissolved in Akasha, ether, its cause. Then consider Akasha dissolved in its cause, Ahamkara, egoism. Then again, Ahamkara dissolved in the great principle, Mahatattva, and Mahatattva again in its cause, Prakriti, and consider Prakriti again diluted and its cause, the Supreme Self. Then consider your own self as the highest knowledge, and only that. Think then of the Papa Purusa, the sinful man in your body. The size of this man is that of a thumb, and it is situated in the left abdomen. The head of him is represented by Brahmahatya, murdering a Brahman, his area as stealing gold, his heart as drinking wine, his loins as going to the wife of his guru, his legs as mixing with people who go to their guru's wives, and his toes as representing other sins and venial offenses. The sinful man holds axes and shields in his hands. He is always angry, with his head bent down, and his appearance is very horrible. Inhale air through the left nostril, thinking of Vam, the root mantra of air, and make Kumbhaka, i.e., fill the whole body with that air, and hold it inside, purifying the sinful man and representing, then repeating Ram, the seed mantra of fire. Think the sinful man with his own body burnt down to ashes. Then exhale outside through the right nostril those ashes of the sinful man. Next, consider the ashes due to the burning of the sinful man as rolled and turned into a round ball with the nectar seed of the moon. Think steadily this ball as transformed into a golden egg by the seed mantra Lam of the earth. Repeat then Ham, the seed mantra of Akasha, and think yourself as an ideal being, pure and clear, and shape thus your body and the several limbs. Create then fresh in an inverse order from the Brahma, the elements Akasha, air, fire, water, earth, and locate them in their respective positions. Then by the mantra Soham, separate the Jivatma from the Paramatma and locate the Jivatma in the heart. Think also that the Kundalini has come to the sacral plexus after locating the Jivatma, turned into nectar by contact with the higher self in the heart. Next, meditate on the vital force, the Prana Shakti, thus located as follows. There is a red lotus on a wide boat in a vast ocean of a red color. On this lotus is seated the Prana Shakti. She has 6 hands holding, in due order, the trident, the arrows made of sugarcane, noose goad, 5 arrows, and a skull filled with blood. She is 3-eyed. Her high breasts are decorated. The color of her body is like the rising sun. May she grant us happiness, thus meditating on the Prana Shakti, who is of the nature of the higher self. One ought to apply ashes on his body in order to attain success in all actions. Great merit arises from the application of ashes, besmearing ashes on the body. I will now dwell on the subject in detail. Listen, this point of holding ashes on the body is particularly proved in the Vedas and Smritis. Here ends the 8th chapter in the 11th book on Bhuta Suddhi, purification of elements in the body. The Mahapuranam Srimad Devi Bhagavatam of 18,000 verses by Maharishi Ved Vyasa. Om Jayanti Mangala Kali.